Chapter 19. All the gawking onlookers stood rooted with complete astonishment when they saw Dai Chao's response. As the deputy dojo master of the East End Dojo, Dai Chao was an advanced martial master. However, in reality, his combat ability was actually on par with a junior great martial master. With such abilities, Dai Chao was still defeated in only a short while. It now seemed that Lu Yu was indeed a great martial master. At this moment, Dai Chao was looking at Lu Yu respectfully. As the deputy dojo master, he was a martial arts practitioner. Although he was a Buri sh man, as one who practiced martial arts, he would always admire those with great strength. Previously, Dai Chao had doubted Lu Yu's abilities and had repeatedly made things difficult for him. However, now that they had exchanged blows, he could clearly see Lu Yu's abilities. Lu Yu was definitely a great martial master. At the same time, Dai Chao also realized that they had misunderstood Lu Yu and brought him much trouble and embarrassment. Dai Chao quickly lowered his head and apologized. "I'm sorry, Mr. Lu. We've wronged you earlier. We caused you much trouble. Please forgive us." "It's all right." Lu Yu's expression was calm, but he was actually quite happy inwardly. This was his first battle, and the experience was quite good. It allowed him to gain a lot more experience. In fact, Lu Yu hadn't even deployed his full strength in this battle. Even when he was attacking Dai Chao, Lu Yu didn't really use much strength. He simply recycled the force from Dai Chao's punch as his own and counterattacked. If Lu Yu had used his full strength, he might have been able to kill Dai Chao with a single punch. In that case, Dai Chao wouldn't have simply coughed up blood. Not far away, Qin Qing, the city lord's advisor, had also realized that Lu Yu was indeed a great martial master. Moreover, he was a talented genius who had advanced from the level of grade 1 martial arts warrior to the level of a great martial master within a year. His expression immediately changed drastically. Qin Qing hurried forward and said to Lu Yu with a respectful smile, "Mr. Lu, I am sorry for the misunderstanding earlier. I hereby apologize to you." Lu Yu nodded slightly and looked at Qin Qing, waiting for him to continue. Qin Qing immediately understood and hurriedly said to his assistant behind him, "Quick, bring me the Great Martial Master badge." "Mr. Lu is clearly a great martial master. How on earth did you guys administer the test previously? How come you only awarded him a martial master badge?" Very soon, a gold badge was brought to him. Qin Qing respectfully handed it to Lu Yu. Lu Yu took the new badge and returned the all-silver martial master badge to Qin Qing. At this moment, Qin Qing piped up enthusiastically again, "Mr. Lu, if you're free now, you can come with me to the city lord office. I'll bring you there personally. The set of great martial master's armor and weapons that we promised you can be given to you tonight." "Okay." Lu Yu nodded slightly and then said with a smile, "Isn't it time for you to get off work now? I heard you complaining about having to deal with this matter after work just now. Isn't it troublesome?" "It's no trouble at all, no trouble. It's my honor to serve a great martial master like Mr. Lu." Qin Qing waved his hand repeatedly. As the city lord's advisor, he commanded great respect due to his position. However, for him to be able to recruit a great martial master and a talented genius at that, it was such a great honor, such a rare opportunity. At this moment, everyone standing around looked at Lu Yu respectfully. The skills evolution of a great martial master was worthy of their admiration. Although martial masters and great martial masters were only one major level apart, this huge difference had caused countless people to remain stuck. Many people would remain as martial masters for their entire lives and never be able to make the final step into the realm of great martial masters. Among the onlookers, many of them had doubted Lu Yu's strength before, but now they were all regretting their actions. They were afraid that if Lu Yu wanted to stir up trouble, they would be doomed. However, Lu Yu didn't take them seriously at all. He simply followed Qin Ching and prepared to go to the city lord's office to collect his equipment. All the passers-by bowed to Lu Yu one after another and said, "Farewell, honorable great martial master." At this moment, amongst the crowd of onlookers was the waiter who had served Lu Yu and his family before, and he was extremely excited. He felt it was truly an honor to have served a great martial master. Restaurant owner Wang Kong also hurried over and came to Lu Yu's side. He bowed repeatedly and said, "Honorable great martial master, I'm really sorry. Earlier on, I doubted your strength and was disrespectful to you. As a way of apologizing to you, your family's meal just now is free of charge. In the future, if you're still willing to patronize our Resplendent East restaurant, all dishes will be 50% off." When the surrounding people heard this, they were somewhat stunned. The ingredients in a martial master restaurant were of higher quality, so even a casual meal was expensive. And if the meals were also given a 50% discount, it meant that the Resplendent East restaurant was not only not earning money, it was also losing money. Every time Lu Yu came to eat, the restaurant would lose money. However, on second thought, wasn't it better to leave a good impression on a great martial master? Every time a great martial master came to dine, it showed that the Resplendent East restaurant, a martial master restaurant, could attract a great martial master to their restaurant. With each visit, their reputation would rise and bring in more customers. Wasn't this making a big killing with little effort? When they thought of this, everyone couldn't help admiring Wang Kang's business acumen. After all, he was the owner of the famous Resplendent East restaurant. He certainly knew how to do business and conduct himself. When he heard this, Lu Yu was naturally overjoyed. Lu Yu, with his gluttony talent, was extremely fond of the Resplendent East restaurant. In future, whenever he had time, he would come and eat something to increase his strength. Lu Yu nodded with a smile. "All right, I'll come again when I have time." Wang Kong was very relieved that Lu Yu didn't pursue the matter regarding his rudeness earlier. "You are most welcome anytime. It's our honor to serve a great martial master like you," Wang Kong said respectfully. At this moment, Dai Chao, the deputy dojo master of East End Dojo, came to Lu Yu's side again. He lowered his head slightly and said respectfully, "Mr. Lu, you haven't joined any faction, have you? May I be so bold as to ask, will you be willing to join our East End Dojo?" Lu Yu nodded slightly and said, "That's right, I haven't joined any yet. Let's see what conditions your East End Dojo has. If you're sincere enough, I will naturally join your East End Dojo." On hearing that, Dai Chao became excited and said, "Please wait a moment. I'll go back and discuss with the dojo master and the others. We'll arrange everything in advance and show you our full sincerity to your satisfaction." Lu Yu nodded and agreed. Dai Chao then left happily. During the battle just now, Dai Chao had discovered that Lu Yu wasn't simply just a genuine great martial master. Compared to ordinary great martial masters, his combat prowess was on a completely different level. It was his first time seeing such a terrifyingly fast and powerful unique punch technique. In addition, there was something else about Lu Yu's body that surprised him the most. In just 1 year, he had advanced from grade 1 martial arts warrior to a great martial master. Just what sort of heaven-gifted genius was he? Although the higher one's evolution level was, the more difficult it would be to improve one's strength, a genius like Lu Yu wouldn't remain at the level of great martial master for long. He might even become a grand master expert in future. Dai Chao knew very well that he had to try his best to recruit such a talent. He had to do it as soon as possible. Otherwise, he might be snatched away by other factions. Chapter finished. See you all in the next chapter.